Well, let's turn our attention to politics within the Labour Party. Yes, the chairman, Labour Party Caretaker Committee, Senator Nenadi Usman, on Tuesday has said that her committee will appeal the judgment of a federal high court which upheld the Julius Abure-led leadership. Senator Usman, in a statement she personally signed, said she met with the party's 2023 presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, the Abia State Governor, Alex Otti, and Senator Darlington Wokocha, who was secretary of the Caretaker Committee, and deliberated on the judgment. The former finance minister admitted that the judgment, which upheld the Nnewi Convention of the party, preceded the formation of the Caretaker Committee, and said the leaders resolved to challenge the judgment. And this follows Justice Emeka Wite's judgment of a federal high court, Abuja, declaring Mr. Julius Abure as a substantive chairman of the Labour Party. But let's get you some more insights into what is playing out within the Labour Party. We're joined by Mr. Femi Kehinde, as a member of the Labour Party and Obedient Movement, joins us from our Abuja studio. Welcome to Lunchtime Politics, Mr. Kehinde. So we're faced with yet another issue. There's a court ruling which affirms Mr. Julius Abure as the chairman, the national chairman of the Labour Party. As a lawyer, a member of the party Obedient Movement, at this moment, the Senator Nenadi Usman Caretaker Committee, do you see them laying any claim to leadership, or they should naturally just cede to Julius Abure to carry on until the appeal is decided?
Thank you, and good afternoon for having me. Good afternoon, Nigerians. Now, on the issue of the judgment I was given yesterday, yes, the National Caretaker Committees already stated their position, which is to appeal the judgment, and it's within their constitutional right to do so because they are interested party. So the law allows them to appeal the judgment, and they've taken that option.
No, my question is, so today, now, you're a member of the Labour Party. Who is your leader? What's the national leadership for you? Is it the Nenadi Usman or the Julius Abure leadership?
So going by the judgment of yesterday, which confirmed Julius Abure as the national chairman, so that's the position as it is. That judgment is binding on every law-abiding citizen and members of the party until it is set aside. And that's why the National Caretaker Committee, set up by the key stakeholders in the party, have now decided that they are going to appeal that judgment to ensure that it is set aside, so that the right thing is done in accordance with the constitution of the party. Right.
So I wonder where that leaves Mr. Peter Obi, Dr. Alex Otti, the governor, and others within the party. I know, yes, they have a relationship with the Nenadi Usman Caretaker Committee. Well, they had a relationship with Julius Abure, as we saw in the build-up to the election and even afterwards. But it looks like all of that has broken down. Do you think it's wise to really continue with the litigation, or unite and say, you know what, let's forgive? As Mr. Abure has said, he was stretching the hand of fellowship to others. So do you think it's maybe wise to pursue litigation or resolve the issues in-house?
So to this issue, personally, I think that there are two solutions. There's political solution and there's also the legal solutions. So in terms of the political solutions, effort are being made to ensure that all the factions within the parties come together and they bury their differences. In fact, in the coming days, there's going to be an enlarged stakeholder meeting in Lagos State, in particular, being convened by Honorable Sheyi Sowunmi, who is also a member of the National Caretaker Committee, set up by His Excellency Alex Otti and Peter Obi. So the essence of that meeting is to bring everybody together under the same roof and try to find a way forward, so that all these differences are set aside in the interest of the party. So that's a political solution, and a political solution on one hand. On the other hand, is what has been stated by the national chairman of the Caretaker Committee, Senator Nenadi Usman. That's a legal option, which is they're entitled to do that under the law. So both options can run concurrently without one hindering the other.
Well, that's a very interesting one. I wonder how much trust will be on the table first if the person or the people convening that reconciliation meeting is a caretaker committee now that is deemed illegal, right, by the court, and then there's still a court case ongoing. I wonder how much trust will be on the table. That is if the Abure-led leadership will even show up, because now that they have legitimacy, they are the ones meant to sort of call reconciliation, decide who will be on that. But here goes my next question. Nigerians are watching, right? They're watching the Labour Party. First, we saw the showing of your party during the Edo governorship election. It wasn't the very best compared to what you did or what we saw during the presidential election in the same Edo state. So Nigerians will be watching and thinking, maybe the Labour Party is same of the same as the APC that the Labour Party had condemned, same as the PDP that the Labour Party had condemned as well. So is there anything really different about the Labour Party from what we've seen in the past months?
Of course, the Labour Party is totally different from the two other parties that you have mentioned. The Labour Party is a party that is a social democrat in ideology. So other parties are just you know, what I would call special purpose vehicles. So Labour Party has ideology, and is that ideology that aligns with the presidential candidate, His Excellency Mr. Obi, and all other obedient members and obedient movement generally. So Labour Party is run by ideologies, so, and is guided by those ideology of a social democrat party.
Well, it's funny you call other parties a special purpose vehicle. If anything, your party has been described as a special purpose vehicle. Mr. Peter Obi leaving the PDP to the Labour Party to run for presidency, a party that he wasn't even a part of. For other parties, we've seen the candidates being a part of it from the scratch, right? And if you say that your party is different, is it different in terms of leadership tussle, which we've seen in other parties, the legal issues, the back and forth, you know, the acrimony? I'm really yet to see that difference you speak about. Perhaps there's more that you're not saying.
Okay. In terms of crisis, every human relations comes with crisis. Conflict is meant to happen. You can't wish away conflict. But what matters most is how the conflict is being handled. And this comes to characters of the personnel involved and their willingness to resolve their differences. Right. And like you also mentioned earlier on, and in terms of resolving these differences, we are exploring two options, the political solution and the legal solutions. Where matters are in court, it does not preclude the parties involved from exploring amicable settlement. It is when the amicable settlement fails, that's when the matter may now go into its merit for the court to decide it one way or the other. And it's within our law that whoever party is still aggrieved has the right of appeal. Right. And that's what has been exercised by the National Caretaker Committee.
Well,
that does not preclude them from still also exploring the political solution, which is to bring everybody together and see how we can all work together. At the end of the day, what matters is Labour parties must come together as a one united front.
Well, we have to anchor at this point. We wish your party the very best, really. This is going to be a test of, well, partnership. Mr. Femi Kehinde, legal practitioner,
thank you,
member of Labour Party, thank you so much for your time.